Welcome back to the Gorming YouTube channel. Everyone who is a loyal patriot and a loyal viewer of the channel, welcome back. Today, look, I don't say this often, but we're back with, months since my previous upload, and we're here with something pretty big. This is a big deal. This video is special. We're going to be taking a look at the Toy Tinker Simulator game. I mean, guys, I'm going to be just, fully upfront. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to show off this game. I've already played it a little bit. As you can see in the top right, I already have a profile. That's an old profile. Same with Toy. I wanted to really familiarize myself with the game and kind of the functions and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and delete this profile fully, and we're gonna create a totally new one. But before that, I want to show you the credits and give full credit to the incredible team behind Toy Tinker Simulator. I'm not even going to try and pronounce their names because I don't want to butcher them. That'd be a little, offensive to this incredible team of people. But here we are, these are the people who gave us Toy Tinker Simulator, as you can see. And then we have a list of music tracks. And we have the also the Museum Master Toy Collection, whatever that means. Whatever that's supposed to mean, but just an incredible team. Huge thanks to the team at Toy Tinker Simulator. All right, let's quickly go over the options too to show you kind of what you're working with if you play a game like this. So simple, just audio and language. You have, a pretty in-depth language list here. It doesn't matter what you are, what language you speak, you're going to be able to play this game. So that's pretty sick. Let's go to display. Again, pretty standard stuff, nothing too crazy, But then here we go. I think this is really the highlight, even before you play the game, is your controls. Look at how quality of life they were to give you so many controls for the music in the game. Guys, you do not get stuff like this in other video games, and the Toy Tinker Simulator team gave you this. That's pretty incredible. Again, video standard stuff, but what I really like is you can set your preset to either low, medium, high, or ultra, so anyone can play this game. It doesn't matter what your hardware is, you're going to be able to play this game and experience it, and that's really, again, incredible. So let's go ahead and just start a new game, new profile. We're just going to go with the name of the YouTube channel. Keep it simple, keep it classy. All right, let's go. So I'm not going to play the tutorial because as I said, already familiar enough with this game. We're just going to jump right into it, and I'll explain as needed. Now, there are cheats to which to explain the game is quite straightforward. So we're first going to go to our laptop, and first order of business is a quick project. And firstly, we buy the original parts so that we can actually repair this toy. So first, we need to buy some required things before we can even actually repair the toy. And what I really like about this, I was speaking of quality of life before, this is another great quality of life function in this game, is that you have a list and you can pin whatever you need before you repair a toy to this list, and then it's right there, so you don't even have to go back and forth. You can just you see, boom, it's that easy. It's there's nothing to it. So we're done with that, and now we can go ahead and repair this toy. And yeah, we just have to repair this toy. So as you can see, the gameplay is pretty straightforward. You buy whatever is listed for the whatever is required to repair the toy. and then you interact with the toy by, oh, sorry about that. You interact with the toy in whichever way it requires to fully repair it. So as you can see, I lifted the toy to disassemble it further. And we're going to do that just again here. As you can see, we click that and we get that, and then we go out of the workbench, and then we go to the ultrasonic cleaner here, and we just turn it on. It works its magic, and we're almost already on our way to fully repairing this toy. So we just, you know, reassemble it very simply, and there we go. Boom, done. That's it, the toy is finished, and it's done. We just take a picture of it, and guys, you're gonna really like this next part. I mean, this is really cool. This is sick. Get ready for this, guys. Okay, so we just take a picture of the toy, and boom, check this out, guys. Get ready for this. I'm not gonna say anything. Get ready. So I mean, guys, that is the magic, or a magical part of this game is you get that kind of thing. You get to see that, and I mean, come on, how is that not worth it? So for the next toys that we work on, I'm gonna skip that because it isn't really, yeah. I mean, look, if you've seen it once, you kind of have seen it every single time. So I'm sorry to any of the viewers who wanted me to really show that every single time. It's just kind of a waste of time in a way. So we're just going to go ahead and quickly get the things we need for this toy repair. I'm going to buy multiple of these because you will need these again after other toys. It's not the only toy that requires cleaning. So we're just gonna go ahead and you know, get this one all fixed up, and this game is really quite incredible because it really does make you feel like a toy repairsman or toy tinkerer. I mean, the thing is that when they say simulator, they aren't joking around. This game truly does make you feel like you are a repairer of toys, a tinkerer of toys. I mean, folks, there's really nothing to complain about. And a game that does that, come on. I mean, it's hard to find that type of game that really makes you feel like what it's supposed to. A lot of AAA games, folks, they don't do that. They don't do that kind of stuff. You're gonna play a AAA game and you're gonna be like, I don't get it. I'm not immersed. I don't feel like I am the character I'm playing as, or you know, whatever it may be. But this game, oh man, this game, it makes you truly feel like you are a tinkerer of toys and you're repairing them, and it's just joyous. I mean, that's the thing. It is a joyous sort of occupation and thing that you can occupy your time with. So we're gonna go ahead and get this toy fixed up. This is a very quick and simple job. Just that's it, and then boom, we're done. As I said, we're gonna skip the thing that I previously. You just click this button and then you go straight to work again. So that is another job done. I'm gonna go until we reach level 2 for this video, because if I'm being honest, the game is just this over and over again. At least from what I know, it is literally just this, and there does not seem to be any real change or like variety aside from the toys themselves. But that's the interesting thing, is that the game is so, how would you put it, perfect as it is. It's so chiseled and and honed in that you don't need to do anything else but this, because the game is so clean and you know, kind of perfect. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I want to say this right now because I see this. So Smart Factory Tycoon is another game that this development team has made. I may or may not make a video on Smart Factory Tycoon. I'm not really sure. I haven't checked it out yet, unlike, you know, this game, which I'm very familiar with. But that might happen. I'm not sure. I'll have to check out the game and see if it's worth making a video on. But stay tuned for that. It might happen, or it might not. I don't know. I don't want to get you guys, you know, too hyped up or anything. So again, this one is a pretty simple repair job. We're finished. Just go ahead and, you know, assemble this very quickly. And boom, we're done with that. We take a photo of it, ship it off, boom. That's a toy, repaired, done, finished, booyah. More money in the bank. Deliver that, done. All right, now this next toy is one I want to show off because I think it's interesting. This one is a fascinating toy. I've repaired it multiple times. And I gotta say, this is an interesting one. You know, you look at this and you're like, "What is this?" That's kind of probably your first your first thought is, you know, what in the world is this going to be? And you know, it's a sort of phallus-shaped object of wood, and when you see what this ends up being, you're going to be pretty surprised. It's quite intriguing. What this ends up turning into. So check this out. Because it's like, you know, this is a toy, but what even, you know, how could you play with this? Well, check this out. So that's right. This is a whale with a bow tie that has a wooden ball on its nose. And the question I think we're all asking is, how in the world do you play with this? It's more like a decoration. I don't really get how you would play with that, but that's a job done. It's one of the easiest in the game. Just very easily you can get that done. Ship that off. We're gonna go ahead and do this one. And I really do love this this list pin that we have. It's just so useful. You know, it's just something that, I mean, how can you not love it? How can you not love it? How can you not love this quality of life feature that this game gives you? As I said, you know, a lot of AAA games, they don't give you that type of thing. You're not gonna find that in a lot of other games, but this game you're gonna find in this one, that's for sure. Now, an interesting, sorry, the controls are a bit finicky because when I right click, I'm trying to drag the camera, but it ends up making it so I like exit out of the workbench. So I'm sorry about that, guys. You know, hey, the game can't be perfect. That's the thing. The game just cannot be perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and you know, get this toy fixed up like all the others. But the interesting thing I want to bring up, you know, I feel like this game, it's sneakily pretty deep because there is a Ship of Theseus sort of question, you know, being asked here. You know, we're repairing the toys and bringing them to their former glory, to what they once were. But the question we gotta ask, you know, are they the same toy? I mean, we really don't know, man. Like, it is a question that, I mean, who really knows? Because just almost forgot to go to the printer, but it really is a fascinating question because, like, these toys, I mean, are they the same toys or are they different? You know, who knows? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just a conundrum, really. What I do know is this bad boy is back in business. That is right, folks. This one is nice and restored. That's a beautiful looking piece there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I don't know if I said already. Just reminding you, I'm only going to be going until I reach level 2. I am interrupting this video to bring you an important message. This video is not sponsored. However, there is something very pressing that I must promote, and that is the State of Sand podcast available on my SoundCloud page. This podcast is full of goofs, gaffes, and all-around silly content that is bound to make your day. The State of Sand is just stuffed with enjoyable and fun commentary that you will really want to sink your teeth into and have that blast you have always wished you could get from a podcast. It's also known by the other name, quote, the Death Star Podcast, end quote. Hosted by Sand and his friend Wit, it is a journey into the human mind. No other podcast so far has been able to reach the height of this incredible experience. Many different topics and issues are covered on it. There is nothing off limits or out of bounds for the State of Sand. But Sand and Wit are experts at pulling their punches, and their comedy chops are fully on display throughout the whole thing. The entire thing is the mark of two auteurs joining together to make a real, genuine, serious piece of art that rivals that of the classics. To understand the State of Sand is to intentionally miss the point and look over the real merit such a podcast has. You are not merely listening to it, but rather experiencing it, because to merely listen is to casually observe. However, one cannot simply say they are just listening to the State of Sand. It is as Aristotle once said, the aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Because, from what I understand, the game doesn't change at all. It's just this forever. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know. But the core gameplay, from what I understand, does not seem to change whatsoever. So, this is an interesting toy. I want to. Yeah, so we won't be checking out the Toy Museum in this one, guys. Sorry about that. But this is a toy that I want to really showcase. This is interesting, folks. This one, I mean, you're gonna see something that you might not see in any other game. All right. So what I want to show you is, as you can see, the pegs that connect the two figures of presumably children to the toy. You'll notice that the connecting peg is placed differently for each child. So for the male, they have put the peg on his knees, whereas the girl, they have placed that connecting peg much more on her pelvis, where her presumably vagina would be. I don't like to be crude, but that is just kind of the reality of the situation. I mean, I'm not crazy. Like, you can see it's clearly not placed on her knees, more in line with her thighs. And it's just fascinating that they did not place them to be in line with each other. But, you know, hey, who am I? I'm just a guy making a video on this incredible game. But we're going to go ahead and get this one fixed up. You know, we don't discriminate, even though it is a little weird. All toys are worthy of restoration and being brought back to their former glory. So we're just going to go ahead and just get this fixed up and, you know, do it. Done. This was going to be done too. You know, done. And last but not least, done. We just go ahead and paint this. So, I mean, look at that. Come on. Doesn't that look amazing? They made the boy yellow. Excuse me. I just spoiled it. They made the boy blue, and then they made the girl yellow. Which I think, you know, make of that what you will. You know, what that kind of means. But that one's finished, done. Booyah. Ship it off. Dunzo. All right. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And I think we will have to do, I think, two more toy repairs, and then we'll be I think we'll likely be level 2 at that point. Could be wrong, not sure. Let's go ahead and buy the original parts. And oh, almost forgot. Sorry about that, guys. Forgot to get the blue spray. That is my bad. And now we will initiate repairing this toy. This one, you know, this one isn't a joke. You know, this one is not a joke. You think, you know, everything's been pretty easy so far. This one, yeah, you gotta kind of lock in to repair this one. This one, not as much of a joke as the other ones. So gotta wash it off, of course, you know. Now what I like is that you can't just throw everything in the ultrasonic cleaner. You have to do some of this yourself, you know. It's not all fun and games, you know. Everything isn't easy. And that's what I really enjoy about this game, is that they make you do stuff too. I mean, you can't just do everything with a machine. Oh, I forgot to, I actually don't know what's going on? Oh, right. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. That's why I say this one isn't a joke. It's not a joke, guys. This one is not a joke. It's not like the other toys. You know, silly me, man. I just totally forgot what was even going on. See, that's the thing I like about this game, is that sometimes it is challenging. It's challenging sometimes. It's not always super duper easy. You gotta actually think when you're playing this game from time to time. You can't just mindlessly play a game like this. It does require your full attention, you know, remember that. And I think that's part of the you know, Ship of Theseus question it raises, it that, you know, it makes you think. You know, you're not just playing this game to play this game. It's really requires your attention. So that's another toy done. Boom, easy, done. So yeah, I think we will have to do one more before we level up to level 2. Oh, no, I'm wrong, guys. That one gave us quite a bit of experience. But you know what? Just for you guys, I'm actually going to go until level 3 because I enjoy this game so much. And I just got to keep playing it, guys. So we're going to make this one a bit of a lengthier video. Because I just can't get enough of this game, honestly. And again, you know, much like the wooden toy, quote unquote, with the, sorry guys, I keep moving the camera with the right mouse. It's finicky. But anyways, much like the whale with the bow tie and a ball toy, this is another one where I'm not really sure how this is supposed to be a toy, and you're gonna see exactly what I mean. You could probably even tell before we restore this and make this look gorgeous again, but when we assemble this, you'll see even more so what I'm talking about. And that's literally it, by the way. That's it. So this is it. This is again, this is more of a decoration. This is really not a toy, because I don't know how you'd play with this. But that one's Dunzo. Again, you know, we're not too picky. Deliver that. Boom. I just repaired 5 toys. You guys probably can't see that, but I got a badge, 5 toys done. So let's repair. Actually, what we'll do is, because for the apprentices you saw, as you see apprentice, we'll get to level 3, and then we'll do 1 apprentice toy repair, and then I will end the video. So let's go ahead and do this one because we have everything for it. And you know, I mean, I'll do a sort of little mini review of the game at the end, although I feel like you guys already really know my opinion on this game and what I think of it, because, I mean, man, I gotta say, guys, I am truly, truly having a blast playing this. And there does come a point where words are not enough to describe how much I am having fun with this game. And this will be another super duper easy repair. I love that. I love it kind of looks like the Linux Penguin in a way, in a weird way. You know, maybe that's subliminal or that was an accident or whatever, but I love that, you know. I mean, I'd love to play with that. I don't know about you guys. I love to play with a toy like that. So, we'll need one more toy repair to get to level 3. And we can do this one entirely by hand, as you might have seen from the list. You don't need any special tools or anything for this one. I mean, folks, get ready for this. Get ready for this. I didn't end up repairing this one when I played, so I'm not 100% sure what this is going to be. Okay, we're already off to an interesting start. Oh, one thing I, of course, should point out, I mean, the music in this game is, you know, top notch. If you know, oh, it's a dump truck, I think. I think it's going to be a dump truck. But anyways, the music in this game is top notch, folks. I mean, you gotta love the music in this game. It is pretty incredible. Pretty incredible stuff. You know, when you're playing this game, your ears are gonna be blessed, to say the least. You know. So, folks, that is indeed a dump truck, and it's a little oddly colored, you know. But hey, maybe it's supposed to resemble Shrek. I don't really know. But that one's done, and we are now, I believe, going to be level 3. Am I correct? Let's see. Oh, yes, sir. So now we can move on to apprentice level toys. And that looks a little too much like one we've already done. So I actually don't, we might have to do this one because I don't think, wait, let me see, can I, hold on, folks. I do want to give you, you know, what you deserve, which is, you know, fully showcasing this game, but I don't think we're going to be able to afford all the equipment here. Let's see, 900, where is the Tumblr? No, we definitely won't be able to afford all of the equipment. So, folks, sorry, we got to do the other one, which really sucks. You know, I do hate that. But what can you do, you know, when you don't have enough money? In this game, you gotta work with what you have. So, let's just go ahead and, you know, standard procedure. Standard procedure. So, I think the sound design in this game is also pretty incredible too, as you can hear every time I click one of the part system over to whatever station. It plays, you know, that incredible sound effect. So you're getting quite a bit from this game. You know, they didn't skimp out on just about anything here. I think that there's a lot of care and effort put into this game, and it's honestly pretty incredible, honestly. And it's impressive what they were able to do with what they had, which I don't know what that is, but I bet it probably wasn't a lot. You know, I bet the budget of this game, I reckon the budget of this game was not a whole lot. And what they were able to do do with what they had, I mean, listen, folks, you got to give it to them. You really just got to give it to them. This is a top-notch game for what it is. And the thing is, what I like about it is it really makes you feel like a toy tinkerer. You know, you really do feel like a toy tinkerer. That's the thing. The simulator part of this game, definitely true. That truly does ring true here, guys. I mean, you gotta give them that. So that is this toy done. I still don't think even with this we'll have enough money to afford everything for the other one. Let me see. That might not be true. Let's see, what all do we need? I'll just buy as much as we can. Because I do want to give you guys this one. Because I think this is a pretty in-depth toy repair. Oh, damn. Okay, hold on, guys. We're gonna... Alright, hold on. Hold on. We're going to keep repairing toys until we get enough money to buy both of these equipments so that I can show you guys that other toy being repaired. You know, don't say I didn't ever do anything for you guys, cause I did. Okay, I did. All right. So let's go ahead and just we'll pick this one. We'll do this one. And get this one repaired. You know, get right to it. We're running a little low on funds, you know, I'm not gonna lie, guys. We're running a little low on funds, but that's okay. That's okay, guys, that's okay. We're gonna make it, Oh, this is the wrong one, excuse me. So, you get to experience this game even longer. You get to experience even more of this game. I'm treating you guys, I really am treating you guys with this, so, you know, hey, drop a like, subscribe, and comment, because, you know, I might not normally do this if I didn't enjoy playing this game so much, because I do love tinkering with toys. That's the one thing I gotta say. I do love tinkering with toys. So again, standard toy repair job. Alright, those are done. Clean this one off. And, and then we'll varnish them, or paint them, excuse me. This one's gonna look snazzy, I can already tell. This one is gonna look snazzy. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I can't wait. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Guys, this is gonna rule. So, you'll notice that the commentary is kind of lacking at this point, and that's partly because I've kind of said a lot of what whoa, okay, that's awesome. Wait a minute, that rules. Wait, hold on, that's sick. Oh, man. Dude. Come on, you can't beat that. Wait, is it gonna give us a better angle? Oh, folks, come on, look at his face. That's awesome. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. That's amazing. I mean, that's incredible. Come on, you got to give it to the game for that. That's top notch. And the music too. I mean, the music right now is playing is bad freaking ass. Come on, folks. So I think we'll need. Let's see how much 900, and I think we need like what, 2,000 roughly. Tumblr. No, we need 3,000. Guys, we're not, you know what? The video is already long enough. I've showed you the game. I really hate that I have to do this to you, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, folks. So I hope you enjoyed my showcase of Toy Tinker Simulator. Look, buy this game, get it, support the devs, and just play the heck out of this awesome game, because I love this game. I'm not sponsored, no sponsorship, at all. Just promoting this game for the love of it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video on Toy Tinker Simulator. As I said, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment below what you thought of the game, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.